Hello guys. So in this session, we are going to learn how to Dockerize a Flask application. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, we need to set up an installations. So here we need these two prerequisites. So we need to install Python 3 and we need to install Docker. Okay. So first of all, here the first and main prerequisite is we need to Ubuntu instance. Okay. So as you can see here I have successfully launched my instance, you can see, and the status is running and I have successfully connected to my terminal. So you can see here, welcome to Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. Okay. So here we need to run this, we need to install these two prerequisites. So first of all, we need to install this Python 3 and we need to install Docker. Okay. So let's start to install Python. So let's update our system package using sudo apt-get update. So it's done. Okay. Now, after that, we need to install Python 3 using following command sudo apt install Python 3. So as you can see, it's done. Now let's verify our Python 3 install or not. So let's run this command to check the version. So you can see Python 3.12.3. That means we have successfully installed Python. Okay. Now it's time to install Docker. Okay. So the command is sudo apt install docker io. So yes, I want to install Docker. Okay, it's done. Then after installing Docker, we need to give two permissions to this user. Okay, so first of all, this user mode. So let's run this command to give some permission. Then after that, the second one is chmod 666. Okay, it's done. So we have this prerequisite, we have this Ubuntu instance, we have installed Python, we have successfully installed Docker. Okay, now let's start. Okay, so first of all, here we need to clone this Git repo to create a virtual environment. Otherwise, you can create one by one files, but here I'm going to clone this repo using this following command: git clone and the repository URL. Okay, now let's clear the screen. Here I have an ls command and let's insert this that repo. My repo name is Flask Docker app. And now if I run the ls command, as you can see the following files in this repo, right? Docker file, then app.py and requirement.txt. Okay. Now, next is here, we need to run this command. Okay. For this Python 3. Okay. So first of all, here you can see, here we need to run, we need to install this package apt install python 3.12.win. So let's run this command. But here permission denied by because here we need to enter sudo. Yes, I want to install. As you can see, it's installing. Okay, it's done. Now let's clear the screen. And then after that, let's run this. Let's run this command. Right. Okay, it's done. Right. Now the next is let's activate the environment. So look, to activate environment, there is two commands. If you want to run this command, then you can run this command. If you want to run this command, you can run this command. Two commands working are same. Both command working are same. So that's why I'm going to use this second command. If you want, then you can select first command also. Okay. Then next is let's install the requirements dot. Okay. So the command is pip install -r requirements.txt. So let's run this command to install requirements. So as you can see, it's downloading. You can see successfully download. You can see successfully install this. Okay, it's done. Now let's run this, clear the screen. Okay. Now next is here. Let's run this Python app.py. Okay. So for your run the application, okay. If you want to run your application, then you can run this command simply Python run. Okay. So as you can see here, first of all, serving Flask app and environment production, then debugging mode running on this, right? And start debugging and so on. Okay, if you want to quit, then you can simply press Control C. Okay. Now here, now it's done. We have set up this all the environments, right? We have successfully set up all environments that we have set up these files and we have installed these requirements.txt and so on. Okay. Now here we are going to learn. We are going to learn how to Dockerize a Flask application. Okay. So first of all, we need to understand what is Flask. So Flask is a popular Python microwave framework that helps you develop lightweight web applications and APIs quickly and easily. Okay. So framework, it provides a greater flexibility, customization and scalability for simple web application while remaining highly compatible with cutting edge technologies. Okay. So that's the Flask. Then as you know the Docker, right? So Docker is a tool that makes it easier to create, deploy and run application using container. Okay. And a Docker container is a collection of dependencies and code organized as software that enable applications to run quickly and efficiently in a range of computing environments. And Docker images, on the other hand, is a blueprint that specifies how to run an application and in order for Docker to build images automatically. Okay. So, so a set of instructions must be stored in a specific file known as Docker. Okay, so that's the Flask and Docker. Okay. So now here, how to set up the project. So first, basically, directory structure like that. Here app.py. As you can see here, if you run the ls command, you can see our directory structure like app.py, right? Then docker file requirement.txt and this when. Okay. Okay, that's the directory structure here. Okay. So now here, if you want to modify, if you want to create app.py file manually, so how to create? So as you can see the code in app.py, you can see here. Okay. So that's the, okay, wait. Okay. So as you can see the code of app.py. So here you can see the code. Okay, so first of all, from Flask, import Flask, then app hello Greek return hello from Flask and Docker. When we access this image in browser, then we will access the image like that, hello from Flask and Docker. Okay, then okay, then now it's done, right? So when we run Python app.py here, when we run this Python app.py on the command line, so test our Flask app. Okay, you can see the here, these output that the check that the Flask app, test our Flask app. So we should get results similar to this. Okay, like that. Now, if you want to check, Docker file, so how to check Docker file, sudo random and your file name. Okay, so as you can see here, this is your Docker file, right? So first of all here, before we build our image for the application, we just create. Okay, so let's first understand what's the line of code in the Docker file. Okay, so first of all here, that it's a the docker file, it's here syntax docker file, right? So that's the, it tells the docker builder what syntax to use while passing the docker and the location of the docker syntax source. Okay, so while it is possible to create our own base image, there is no need to go far because docker allows to inherit the existing images. Okay, then after that, next line is from Python 3.9.6. something. Okay. So to keep this organized, we also tell Docker which folder to use for the rest of the operations. So we will use the relative path as shown in here, right? Then next is work directory Python Docker. Okay. So here telling use the similar directory and name of the rest is operations. Okay. So that's the work directory Python Docker. That means in this directory we are going to work in this, right? Then next is here copy requirement of txt, then requirement of txt, then run pip3 install -r requirement of txt. Okay. So here this the requirement of txt file into the container image requirement of txt, then run the pip install to install all dependencies in the same file to be used in the image. Okay, then continue with the copying. So we now copy the remainder. Okay, so that's the requirement of txt and this line. Okay, so now then copy, right? So here, continue with the copying. So we now copy the reminder of the files in local flow working directory to the directory in the Docker images. Okay, and then in last this command python 3 -m flask run and host. Okay. So here in special instruction Docker to run the Flask app as a module as indicated by #em tag. Okay, then the instruction Docker make the container available externally, such as from browser rather than the just within the container. We pass the host port here, right? And the 0.0.0.0, that means any IP. That means any IP can access this image. So that's why there is a 0.0.0. Okay, so that's the Docker file. Okay, so let's save this file. And if I run the ls command, there is two files, right? Now it's done, right? Now let's build our Docker image. So it's time to build our Docker image using the following command. Okay, so first of all, you need to create these two files, which that app.py and requirement dot sorry that Docker file. Okay, now let's build our image. Okay, so after that all the remains will build our image using Docker build. So we can now enlist Docker help in building the image. Okay, so the command is here Docker build -- tag and the name is Python Docker space dot. So let's build our Docker image using following command. So as you can see from Python 3.9.2, so it takes few seconds to build our Docker image. And the size is 19.7 MB. So as you can see, it's almost done. You can see now it's running this install requirement.txt and so on. You can see it's successfully flashed, successfully build your image and successfully tag Python Docker :latest. Okay, it's done. So that means we have successfully built our image. Okay, now let's clear screen. Okay, it successfully built our image. Okay, now let's run this Docker images command. So running our image inside the container is as simple as building one. So, but before we do, we had like to see that our image, right, available in this environment. So for that, let's check these images using the following command Docker images. Now, as you can see, it's Python Docker. Tag is latest image ID created 38 seconds ago and size is 914 MB. Okay. Now it's done, right? So after that here, if you want to run this Docker run, then you can run this command Docker run also. So we can choose this image to run using the Docker run command. We can run an image by passing the image's name as a parameter. If you want, then you can run this image's name as parameter. You can see uses Docker run option images and so on. Okay. Then now it's time to access our image. So how to access our image here? The Docker run command will now be formatted as follows. Now let's run this command Docker run -d-p 5000 : 5000 Python Docker. Okay, let's run this command. Okay. Now let's access our image in browser. So how to access? So it's simple. Simple, copy your instance IP, hit on browser, and your port number is 5000. As you can see in this image, hello from Flask and Docker that we have added in our app.py file, right? That's the image, right? If you want to check, then you can run this command sudo nano app.py. So as you can see, hello from Flask and Docker file. As you can see the image here. Okay, right. So here after that, here, okay, it's done. Now we can use the following command to see which container are currently running. The command is docker ps. As you can see, the container name, Docker, Python Docker, and the images and the container created status, port, and so on. The details of this Docker file, these images. Okay, it's done. Okay, now if you want to stop the currently running container, then you can run the command docker stop and then your container name. Okay, so that's it. Okay, it's done. So in this session, we have learned how to Dockerize a Flask application. So thank you for watching and I hope you understand.